Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, and we're back with another episode of Kingdoms Reborn. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today. Check this out, we are ready to progress to the Industrial Age. But before we do that, I do want to get the museum and the zoo first, so we'll get these two learned. No problem, we got plenty of science points for all that. The museum is going to let us slot artifact cards to get bonuses, and the zoo is going to let us slot animal cards to get bonuses. So we're going to check these out. And then we have plenty to research the Industrial Age as well. Let's go ahead and get this thing done. Great, we are at the Industrial Age. Now, there's quite a few little things here, but I think we'll come back in a little bit and check these out in a minute. So we have a new era bonus, capitalism or communism. Plus 100% coin from luxury consumption, or plus 25% productivity to all production buildings. Halves the effectiveness of motivation passion cards. We're gonna go capitalism. And then we have another era bonus, wonder score or population score. Plus 100% scores from wonders, plus 100% scores from population and happiness. Let's go ahead and do the wonder score. We're gonna buy the museum and the zoo. All right, awesome. So there's something else that has occurred that I want to point out. So let's go back up to our little colony here. Our gold people have depleted the gold reserves, and I forgot about this. I can't believe I did. But yeah, so the whole point of our little colony here was to get the gold, and it looks like we have achieved that. So what I may end up doing here is pretty much abandoning this little colony because there's no point in it anymore, really. So what I want to do in our little area over in here, we have that card thing, right? This guy right here, the card shop. And there's a card in here called the Resource Outpost for 40,000. Extract resources from a foreign province. Now you can see over here, I have two. So what I'd like to do is, because most of these provinces are far enough away, we cannot access them with our ports without doing like ports and ports and ports. We're gonna do this instead. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna zoom in right over in here, and we're gonna plop down a resource outpost. And you can see here, we'll get plus 44 gold per round. We're gonna go ahead and we'll do that. Pretty great. And we are also able to find a spot like this with some gems, and we're gonna do it again. Get the resource outpost started. So we'll get a little bit of gems, a little bit of gold coming in, and that'll be pretty great. Now, the next thing I want to do is continue to grow our little army here. You can see I got a couple of Berserker cards ready to go. And what I would like to do is bring these peeps over this little town right over in here. And I would like to conquer this. So let's go ahead and get that started up. All right, there we go. We're going to go ahead and submit that. Start attacking. Great. And then we're going to grab our zoo again. And then now that we can upgrade, let's go back over in here and let's get our Master Brewer card again. And I would like to find our little town hall thing, and let's upgrade for 50,000. Can handle that, no problem. We are town hall level 5. Let's get our Master Brewer card back in there. Plus 10% industrial production. Unlocked more special cards in the card vendor. Oh, let's check that out while we're right here. Ooh, Basilica, Odin's Hall, World Trade Office. Wow, cool. First Basilica grants 385 victory score, plus 20% luxury consumption. Odin's Hall grants 385 victory score, plus 20% building appeal in the city. Wow, that's pretty good. Let's see if there's anything else here. It looks like Architect Studio, Engineer's Office, and Ministry of Agriculture. All sorts of things. Wow, we're going to get into a lot here. Oh, this is a new one. Birth control prevents childbirth when the housing capacity is full. That is a good thing to get if you aren't expanding anymore. What else we got? Bling Bling. We got Bookworm. All sorts of good things from that. So that's pretty great. Glad that we got that. And then anything else down here? There isn't. So cool. We got that started. We got our conquest started. And I would actually like to get a couple of these things up here. So let's go and grab, I want to grab Odin's Hall, but whoa, 250,000? Never mind. Can't do that just yet. But we got our resource outpost going, so that's great. We'll get a little bit of gold coming in, and then a little bit of gems. So we already have a little bit, so great. So that's going to help us with a building that we'll have here shortly called jewelry crafting. The jeweler is going to craft gemstones and gold bars into jewelry. We'll grab that here in a minute. But let's check out our museum and our zoo first. And I think we'll do that kind of up over in this area. Let's close our trees down so we can see what we're doing. Museum, how big is this? Not too bad. Let's go ahead and we'll plop that guy down. And the zoo is also not so bad. So let's go ahead and find a spot for this guy. Go ahead and we'll plop it in over here. Pretty great. 23,000 to upgrade that one. And then this one is 23,000 to quick build it as well. So we have the resources. We'll just let it go for a minute. And then in the meantime, let's go ahead and check out our tech trees. So we have the concrete factory. Gonna make concrete from stone and sand. Not too bad. We should be able to do that. Let's get that guy. And then we have industrialization, industrial iron smelter, and steelworks. This is gonna be good because we were having iron bar problems. So we'll get that. 13 seconds, we'll have that. So let's go ahead and we will check out the concrete factory. So down over in here, of course, this is where we were gathering up all of our sand and glass and everything. Let's see if we can find space for this guy. This thing is pretty big. It looks like we don't have anything right close, but we can put it over in here. Looking great. Again, it'll take a little bit of time to get some of those goods over there. Let's speed up the game while we're thinking about it. Iron smelter and steelworks. Nice. That completed pretty quickly for us. Produce iron bars on the industrial scale. Okay, that'll be a great thing to get. We really could use this. Let's go ahead and kind of phasing out this little area over here, aren't we? All of these foresters and whatnot, we're getting replaced with all these industrial buildings over here. So we'll get that guy coming in. And then let's go ahead and get this steelworks thing going. And this thing is going to require some concrete. So that's not going to be able to get built for a little while here because we don't have any concrete just yet. So we're going to go ahead and we'll do that. We have a couple berserkers. Let's go back over in here and we'll add them into our little aggressive force over here. Reinforce. We're going to throw a couple berserkers in there. And we'll have this taken care of here pretty darn quickly. Let's take a moment to check out our new upgrades now that we got to the industrial age. So we have artillery, infantry, those are good. And we have the garden cypress and flower bed. So these are going to help with the appeal. It looks like the garden cypress is slightly better than the flower bed and the shrubbery. So this is going to be the way to go if we're going to do any of that stuff. Oh, and it looks like we can research Odin's Hall instead of paying the $250,000 for it. So that's an option we have. And then we have +3 industrial productivity level. Unlock Taylor's new work mode, fashionable clothes, and then we have yet another thing. Ooh, increases the surrounding appeal by 20 within 12 tile radius. That's super good. So pretty good. Couple good little things there. We do have some science points. Let's go ahead and get military engineering and kind of move along this way. It sure wouldn't hurt to get some of these guys. Machine gun. Let's see if we can get a couple of these. We're going to do a little bit more of some conquer in here. So attack 246. And then remember, our Berserker was 122. So these machine guns are very powerful. Looks like cannon's pretty darn good too. 410. The machine gun has double the hit points. So let's go ahead and we'll get a couple of machine guns and let's get a couple of cannons as well. Pretty great. We got that place conquered. Nice. So let's go back over there. And instead of just vassalizing it, we're going to raise it like we have done before. Go ahead and throw all those peeps in there and submit. Looks like that shouldn't take too long to take over. So once we get this, we're going to purchase that land. And we got a couple more city-states over in here. And we're going to continue to work our way in this direction, I think. I would like to purchase this land. We'll see if we are able to. So now we have the vast majority of this continent. Pretty great. And I would like to push this way. So I think what we'll do, we'll build another colony. Is kind of what I'm thinking up over in here. And kind of populate this area. And then our tech tree, let's see what we can do next. So let's scoot over just a touch. It looks like we have electricity, paper mill, cotton mill. So the paper mill is just going to be a mass produce for paper from wood. Remember, we are making a little bit of paper from what we have currently. And then, of course, the cotton mill is going to mass produce cotton into cotton fabric. We don't even have cotton farms yet. So we could do that as well. But let's grab the jewelry crafting. We're about halfway there. We'll get that thing started up. Scientific theories is really good. 20% science output from houses. And then, ooh, plus 10% farm production. Let's do scientific theories first, because that will make jewelry crafting and everything else go a little bit more quickly. Year 38. I feel like we're moving really quick in this game. It's pretty good. So this little space up in here is going to be our next area, I think, for some housing. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead. We'll maybe put a couple of farms in here or something. But I'm going to put a bunch of houses up in here. I would like to do a bunch of fishing stuff on the coast. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'll bring you back in just a moment. All right, welcome back. We got a lot done here. So I have, obviously, this huge neighborhood that I put in here. Got a market in the middle, capturing every house we got. Taverns, we got schools, all over the place. We got a couple of charcoal burner over in here. We're kind of hurting a little bit on the coal front here. Yeah, got a little bit right there. But we got a hunting lodge over in here. We got warehouses. Got a tavern here, a blacksmith. I have 2 of the deep sea ports here, and then 3 fishing lodges. Over here, we've got a forester and a beekeeper. Over on this end, we have another forester, and then we have a fishing lodge, and then 2 more deep sea ports. Coming down this way a little bit, we got 2 more clay pits, a potter, and a quarry. My thought was for our tier 1 luxury goods up in this space, maybe we can utilize some pottery instead of some of these other goods we have, just because this is so far away. So yeah, that's coming along pretty great. We're gonna chisel this out of the pine forest up in here. It's gonna be great. Coming down over in here, I also put in a little guy right in here, a coal mine. Grab this coal that's right in here. And then we did just raise this province, so that's pretty great. We have a whole bunch taken care of, taken over, and I would like to put a bridge in here as well so that we can start to have access to this other side that we just took over. All right, and that'll be great. We'll develop this in time here. We'll probably do some more housing over here. Lots of coastline too. We can do some more fishing. It'll be an awesome thing to have going on. So we are really close to about 1,000 people in our town, 986. With that new addition up over in here in the north, I think we will have plenty of space for about 1,000 people. Okay, so here we have our museum. It's ready to roll. Let's go ahead and see what our artifact collection looks like. Museum artifact collection. So you have plus 50% coined from caravans with prosperity. There's these 3 different things here. A mummification, pilgrimage, islander life, a fulfilled life, remembrance, and royal heritage. Lots of different things. I'm not sure how we get these things. So we have to find those artifacts, I'm pretty sure. And it's been a while, and I haven't seen any yet so far in this game. So I'm not sure where to go about for that. We could do a little bit of a peek around and see if we could find something. Previously in this game, there was things like Stonehenges and other artifacts like that. But I haven't really seen anything in this playthrough. Not really sure what the scoop is with that. Back over in here, I think what we're going to do in order to start preparing for our new colonization over in here, let's go ahead and we'll conquer this little area right here. And we'll zoom in there. All right, and now that is underway. We should make pretty quick work of that. We got a far superior force than they have to defend. So we'll do that. We'll get that on the way. Got 25,000 tech points here that we can utilize for something. Let's go ahead and grab that jewelry crafting, at least start it. We don't have quite enough yet, but we do have scientific theories done, which would be great. And we got to find our ironworks and our industrial smelters. Let's see if this is all good to go over in here. Looks like the concrete factory is up and running pretty good. We got 7 people working in that. I'm going to take that down just a little bit. 7's just a lot of people. So this is going to take stone and sand to create concrete. I'm not sure how much sand we're pulling in. I can't imagine it's going to be sufficient to deal with the glass and the concrete. Oh, here we go. 1,300 in sand. So we're doing okay. We'll watch it. But if we need to increase it, we can absolutely do that. So cool. We have... Wow, that was really quick. So we have concrete coming in now. That's going to show up over here on our left here, right here. There's concrete at the very bottom. So that's looking awesome. Getting all that stuff. Let's check our food real quick while we're here. We're about plus, about 1,000. Keep our eyes peeled on that, and we'll see if we need to add some more farms or something. Luxury 1s are doing pretty good. Beer's getting a little low. We might need to put a couple more breweries in. It looks like luxury tier 2s are doing pretty okay. Could use a little bit more attention there, it looks like. There's maybe another winery or some more magic mushroom farms. Let's buy that jewelry card for sure. And then we don't have any T3 yet. So this can be book, fashionable clothes, jewelry, chocolate, pocket watch, and toilet paper. Well, we have the chocolate going on. Let's go ahead and get some of this jewelry started. So we got our military cards back. So let's go ahead and we'll start another conquest over in here. And this probably won't take very long either. And we'll grab our jeweler. And I think I'm going to come down over in here with the jeweler and find a spot for it. This is kind of where we got our gold and everything. It just kind of makes sense to have this over in here. And we'll plop that guy down about right in here. So let's go ahead. We'll quick build it. 20,000, we can handle that, no problem. Full budget. Let's see what we need here. We need 29 gemstones and a couple of gold bars. So remember, we did get those gemstones at the beginning of the episode. We're at 290 now. We may need to up that a little bit. So let's go with rigorous training, plus 15% productivity, and then I'm going to leave the Jewelers Guild. But while we're here, I'm going to throw in the sustainability book, just because our gemstones and our gold bars are kind of hard to come by right now. I'm also going to throw in our productivity book. So that's great. It looks like our army is back. So now we can start to work on taking over the next city right here. This guy, raise it up. You know, I always thought it was funny that they used the word raise for something that you're doing the opposite. You're tearing it down. So to raise the city to the ground, I always thought was kind of a weird saying. Let's see, what else do we have to look at? We have our concrete here. We need to find our industrial smelters. And here we are. It looks like we are in need of a little bit of input here. So we are needing iron ore again. So yeah, we need to find some more iron ore spots and start those mining operations back up. And this guy is going to require a little bit of concrete. We don't have a whole bunch of that yet, only 16. So we can't quite do anything with this just yet. And of course, we need to find some more iron ore. So let's go ahead and we'll do that. And then our steelworks is requiring concrete to be created. You can see we have 80 in there, so it's coming along pretty well. But we'll go ahead and we'll find some more iron ore around in here. So we do have this deposit. I think we pretty much cleaned that up pretty well. Let's go ahead and we'll get this guy started up. Quick build that. Do this, and let's get a bunch of upgrades in there. We can handle all that. Looking great. And we'll leave those 8 people in there for now because we need all that. Okay, so we have the iron in the north up there. Any more iron around here? Ooh, right in here. So let's go ahead and we will grab a couple more iron mines, and that'll work really well right there. I think I'm even going to go with 2. That works out very, very well. And you know what else I think I'll do is we will quick build these, and I am going to put another warehouse in just because it's going to fit real nice right there. Control B, Control B, Control B. Excellent. Iron mines. Let's do the budgets, do all the things. Awesome. Lots of stuff going on now. That's really great. A whole bunch of people working on iron now. 24 people. That's a lot. So we'll get that back up and running. Oh, we have raised the city already. We are just moving on stuff right now. Okay, so we got that. We got all of our cards back. Let's go ahead and we'll raise this one, and we will see if we can pull that up. It looks like we are getting a little thin on our troops, but we should be able to handle that no problem. And then we can start to do a land colony over in here. We did look at the water one, but we haven't done a land colony yet. So in order to prepare for that, we're going to absolutely use stone roads for this. And I think I'm going to branch it off in this direction. And we're going to kind of come up like this, and we'll go like that. So now, of course, we can't push any further because we don't own this land. However, we can use the intercity road. Build road to connect with other cities. Same as dirt road, but buildable outside your territory. So you can see we still have the green here. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna start this guy up. So let's put our beginning area right here as soon as we take over the next town there. So we'll do that, and then we'll be good to go. And now, if we go over here, we click this guy, go colony, 15,000, and here we go. Provinces claim cost of 1,300. We can handle that, no problem. And boom, we'll get that. So pause the game quick. You received cannabis breeder from exploring the province. Oh, we got all sorts of things. Inner city logistics hub, lots of stuff. Okay, we know about the breeders already. We have plenty of those guys. 3 cannabis and 2 tulips. Let's go ahead and purchase for the colony. So what we got to do, since this is our first province, if we go over in here, we can say claim, but then you got to pick which province. So we're going to say Sarmate Colony 2, and we're going to do that again here, Sarmate Colony 2. And then, of course, on this side, since it's not shared border, we won't have that prompt come up. We'll just be able to purchase all of the things. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to buy as much as we can here. We should be pretty okay with our money. So we have the whole continent under our control. That's pretty awesome. Excited about that. What I want to do here now is we are going to need housing, of course. And I think what we'll do to start with, this looks like a pretty good area to start with housing. We'll have plenty of room for a couple of fisheries up in the north side here. So I think that's what we'll do. Okay, we got our colony put in, and then we are going to need winter fishing or resistance. Let's go with the winter resistance. And then this guy is good to go. So what we can do is buy a card. So this city, and of course, is a town hall, so it has the ability to be upgraded. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of that. Pine foresting, yep. We'll do that and do that. Heck, we might as well go 5. We're crushing it right now with money. So we'll go like that. We're going to make that very high tax rate. And then let's come back down to our little card area. I have to put these units in our sideboard because we'll use them again eventually here. And then we'll go to our card shop and let's find some things. So let's go for cold treatment, beer tag. And for now, I think that's going to be it. There's nothing else really here that I want. We're not going to have a whole lot of farms up north there. So we'll just go like that for now. Let's go with the coal pipeline as well. So we'll grab a couple of these things in here. You know what? Let's also go for some cotton breeders. We're getting close to that cotton spot. And I know I just said that we don't have a lot of farms up there, but that's something that we can work on here pretty quickly. So go ahead and we'll do all those upgrades. Let's buzz back up over in here. And then, of course, we are going to put some of these cards in here. Looking good. And then we have to put some houses down. So what I'm going to do real quick here, we're going to throw in some houses. So here we go. We got a little bit of a thing set up here. This is the neighborhood. We got some schools on either side, get tavern and some other basic things. And then over here, I did do a little bit of a farm irrigation pump. We've got our granary here, and we got some warehouses going on. And what I was thinking about for this, we're going to do wheat for the basic food. And then we're going to kind of work our way down over in here. We'll do some medicinal herbs. And then we did buy the cotton breeder, and I was saying that we didn't have a whole lot of farm space, but I think what we'll do is we'll utilize what we have for a good amount of cotton stuff. Probably do that over in here, or maybe on this side, do more of our wheat action over in here. Of course, we are going to need everything from this for this colony. So let's go ahead and we're going to get ourselves a little bit of some forestry action. We're going to go ahead and plop this guy. That'll work just fine right there for now. We are going to need to do a little bit of rearranging because we're going to lose a little bit of that forestry stuff to farming when we get to that point. Over on this end of the world as well, let's get that started up. And I'm going to do a whole bunch of quick building. Great. Okay, that stuff is all good to go. And the last little thing I want to do over in here, besides farm, of course, is let's go ahead and I want to move all of our people from Sarmate Colony 1 to Sarmate Colony 2. And the way that we're going to do that, first of all, we got to find out how many people are here. 49 is the answer. So what we'll do is we're going to go to Sarmate Colony 2. We're going to receive immigrants from Sarmate Colony 1 to 2. We're going to go ahead and say 47 and 2. Failed to send immigrants. Record port connection between towns. Okay, well, we need a port. All right, we got a port in there, 46 and 2. There we go. So we got sent immigrants to Sarmate Colony 2, adults 45, children 2. And then we're going to come up here and we are going to, well, I could just leave this, I guess. I was going to say we demo it all. But there go all the people. They are leaving our little area up in here. We don't need this area anymore. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with all the things that we have here, but we're just going to let it be. And this is what it's going to be. It'll decay over time, and it'll be an artifact of the past, actually. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. I think that's going to be it for now. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Kingdoms Reborn, and I hope to see you on the next one. Have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night.